do this live stream. This morning didn't go so well, so can you see me? Cool. All right, let's try this again. We're in the General Lakemore area right now. I had to pull over to kind of try this again.
Take the next left onto West North Avenue, then turn left onto Glenwood Avenue. In 400 feet, turn right onto Illinois 120 East, West Rand Road. Take the next right onto Illinois 120 East, West Rand Road. Continue on Illinois 120 East for 1 mile.
All right, take 2, here we go. Welcome to another driving live stream here at Memories by Wayne. Today we are headed to Harlem, Irving, Plaza, the new home of Chicagoland's first flagship, Toys R Us. Freestanding, whatever you want to call it. Like the other two, which are in malls, this one is in a mall as well. This one's in Harlem Irving Plaza. A little surprised to me, didn't expect. Well, in general, didn't expect Chicagoland to get one this soon. And I would have assumed it would have been at Woodfield, you know? That makes sense to me, but no, not Woodfield. We're getting Harlem Irving Plaza, which is okay. I mean, Woodfield would be closer, Green Mills would be closer, there's Plain Malls that would have been a little closer, but Harlem Irving Plaza is not that inconvenient for me to go to. Definitely be making some return visits there, return vlogs. You know, the Toys R Us
in a quarter mile, turn right onto County B47, North Darrell Road. So, we'll do a vlog today. We're going to do a vlog again sometime. And yeah, we're going to check out the brand new Toys R Us down there. So, yeah. Again, it's not a full brick and mortar independent store. It's definitely not. At the light, turn right onto County B47, North Darrell Road.
That we remember, I've watched a few videos out there. Several YouTubers have already done it. I've always kicked,
Continue on County B47 for 2 miles.
So not surprisingly, so I think a lot of people did it on the grand opening week. That wasn't something I really wanted to do. So hopefully the crowds have died down a little bit from some of the other videos that I've seen. But that's where we are headed today. A little different roads that we're going on today than we've done on some of the previous live streams. Google Maps looks like it's going to do a general 53, 290, 90 to Harlem Avenue, I'm guessing, and then down south, so not anything too weird or exciting, but definitely a route I've done many, many times. I usually don't go east of 90 past 294, but that'll be interesting. We should have one toll, that being the one by River Road on 990 before the county starts. That's going to be our only toll, so that's not too bad. Didn't really want to do like Milwaukee Avenue and start dealing with all that construction again, so I'm okay with paying a toll this time. Alright, make sure everything is good with our chats. Live chats on. Yep, we're good there. Briefly had someone, looks like they went away. Flip this then. Give you guys a little road view for a little while. This is Darrow Road. Get some water here. And Yeah, it's probably gonna have me take what's this? Case Road, I think, probably over to 12. A little construction thing going on. Should be an overall pretty nice day today.
In a quarter mile, at the traffic circle, take the third exit onto West Case Road.
It's a little on the chilly side right now, but the sun is out. It feels nice. For middle-ish of this November. Middle of November. Can't complain. I was hoping to get out a little earlier today, but that's okay. We'll still continue as planned. We're headed over to Case Road.
Exit the traffic circle onto West Case Road. Continue on West Case Road for 1 mile.
This traffic circle is fairly new.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 12 East, US Highway 12.
Used to be like a rodeo thing on the right a long time ago.
Take the next right onto US 12 East, US Highway 12.
It's definitely a very abandoned exploration type place. There's a lot of no trespassing signs over there though, so I have not attempted that yet, but it would be kind of cool to explore that one day. Definitely abandoned vibes, country vibes. There's a lot of cool things.
Continue on US 12 East for 13 miles.
The Wakanda Railroad is called. And we are entering Wakanda. Looking back some of the past live streams, I feel like I could do better at like telling you like the towns we're going through and stuff. So I'll try to do better with that. Yeah, we're in Lake County. We're in Wakanda. Definitely going to be passing some similar roads. If you had watched the Palatine, Lake Zurich, and Wakanda Railroad videos that I did, particular part 1, some of this should seem familiar to you. We are going to go back through Lake Zurich, which is interesting because I have a decent amount of history in Lake Zurich, and I also have a very short little history in Des Plaines, Illinois. Which is what we're going to do next. I really contemplated about what to do for today. I mean, I know obviously I was going to go in this Toys R Us. I was also contemplating going back to the Niles Skokie area and doing some of the stuff that we had missed last time because of the weather. We went over to Golf Mill and Oak Mill Shopping Center. And I don't know, I kind of decided to give you guys a little history lesson on Des Plaines. I've covered almost all my childhood history, stuff like that at this point. I mean, a little bit other places in particular I could probably cover in detail, and but I've shown you guys Northlake plenty of times, briefly discussed Rolling Meadows, when I first got married, I had the apartment out there. Didn't show you the complex, but did discuss it technically. We did that Arlington Park is Gone video. I've also discussed my time in Hoffman Estates a little bit. We checked out a couple parks over by Hoffman Estates and Schaumburg, so that kind of sort of covered that a little bit. Obviously, you guys have seen plenty of Lake Zurich stuff. And McHenry obviously did. And really the only thing, I mean, one thing I could probably show, like I briefly lived with my grandma in Elmwood Park. I could kind of show you that neighborhood. That was very brief. It was like kind of us staying there temporarily. I also briefly stayed with my uncle in Melrose Park, but it was just kind of temporary thing when we were looking to get our place in Des Plaines. And that's the only city now that I haven't really covered for you guys. Even though it was a very, very brief time there, 3-ish years. I don't have a lot of memories of that town, but I do, of a few. I know where I was living in the mobile home park. I'm going to drive through the mobile home park, not in this live stream, but in the second video I do today. I'm going to drive through there. I'm probably not going to show you the exact mobile home just because I don't want to, give the address and just, kind of weird for whoever lives there. I'll just see when I get there, but I'll do a brief drive through there and kind of show you guys, the little section that I had lived in for a few years. And it was only a brief time. I mean, I was in North Lake by the time I started kindergarten, so very, very young indeed. One of my best memories of that place are in the silent movies, the 8mm films that I still have to see if are in storage after the whole situation with the fire in North Lake. I really don't have any updates on any of that stuff. There's really not a lot going on. I don't know how the cleanup effort's going on. That's kind of on my sister at this point. And, I help my dad and take him down there as needed, but that's about my involvement in there. So I'm probably not going to have any update videos in a while on there in that situation until I'm seeing if I can get my 8mm films. But that's what the most memories are of that place, or what they took video of. Still hope to save those films, get them digitized, and upload to YouTube. I think you guys would enjoy that. Seeing me as a baby crawling around and stuff, but when we get to that. Just having a lot of time to meet my sister out there where her storage unit is and see if they're there. But that will come eventually. And yeah, so I've been in mobile home park for years. And then I have a few other things I want to point out there. Kind of one of the biggest starts to my love of trains I owe to Des Plaines. I'm going to discuss that a little more. My dad knew I liked trains, so he would take me out to watch the metro trains out in Des Plaines. I'm going to see if I could find as close as possible to the spot that we had parked at. It's changed a lot from what I recall. I used to be able to park really, really close to the tracks. I think that has changed, but I know basically the building that he would park by temporarily let me sit there and watch the metro trains go by. And yeah, so I kind of revisit that. I think it'd be kind of cool. Just a few minutes down the road from where mobile home park was, and kind of the main thing I want to do on that video is to briefly show the location, the original location of my childhood Showbiz Pizza. Not a lot of information. I briefly remember where this place was. There's a few little landmarks, if you want to call it, that I remember. I remember the road it was on. I remember the landmarks of that area, and those landmarks are still there. I'm going to point them out in the video. The location itself, I don't remember much about. I kind of sort of remember a few little things, not much. I remember the ball pit. And I remember, of course, the party room where I had some of my earliest birthday parties and the rocket fire explosion playing and stuff like that. I remember as kind of a nerdy guy that was still a little afraid of the animatronics. You know, this is the earliest days of the Five Nights at Freddy's. As you know, the Showbiz Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese to extent to kind of the inspiration, I guess, for Five Nights at Freddy's. But I was interested. I was a little scared, but I was also kind of curious, like when they were off to like sort of want to like kind of peek back the stage, you know, what I could and see what was behind the scenes and stuff like that. So, but also kind of weary about them turning on or something that was right there. So, yeah, I have a few memories. Showbiz Pizza is not a huge part of my childhood as much as I'm like, you know, I love the Rocket Fire Explosion, and you know, I follow Eric Vector on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. You know, and yeah, it's kind of a nostalgia feel, and I hear that once in a while. I hear like the Happy Birthday song they used to play for whoever the party kid was, you know, and they played the Happy Birthday song, and it was a very kind of unique sort of song that you hear it, you associate with Showbiz Pizza. But this place closed pretty early, right about the time I moved, roughly. I'd stayed up maybe a little bit, but right about the time I moved to Northlake, the place closed down. I think it closed down a lot earlier than some of the Showbiz Pizzas. I have like one little article, a little screenshot that I saved, and I'm going to put it in the final video of a old Chicago Tribune article from 1985 announcing its closure, along with one in Bloomingdale off Lake Street, which I missed an opportunity in that one, which kind of sucks. Yeah, so yeah, apparently the original building for that Showbiz Pizza in Bloomingdale stood up until a few years ago. It was abandoned for many, 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 many years. And you look at it, and yeah, it definitely has like a Chuck E. Cheese Showbiz Pizza vibe to it, the design, and it just stood abandoned for up to like 2022 or something, and it finally got torn down. And I don't know if anything's been rebuilt yet or not, but you can see it in the street view, and like, oh man, that was just one of those things that's like sucks that, you know, we missed. It was a great opportunity. I don't, you know, those early days, I was not going anywhere near Bloomingdale, Illinois. I mean, I would have never known that existed previous to the article that I saw. Kind of missed that one, unfortunately, but I may, if I'm down in Bloomingdale, at least show the parking lot. But I'll show you guys in the video the screenshot of the closure, and obviously I have the address. There's pretty good documentation on the internet of the former Showbiz Pizzas, and I'm sure Chuck E. Cheese locations through the years. I just, that's about all I have of that. I mean, in my little fuzzy memories, I'm sure there's pictures of me in the ball pits and doing my parties there, but again, you know, my situation in Northlake, I have no idea about pictures. I have some scrapbooks that I've been able to save, but or that I've just kind of had over the years. None of them had anything about Showbiz Pizza, but we went there a lot in those few years. Me and my mom would go there a ton. It was like literally just minutes down from where we had lived, and my dad at the time was working second shift, so it was just me and my mom a lot. Some of those earlier, so that was just kind of our little nights out. We would just go to Chuck E. Cheese, and it was just affordable entertainment, you know. I know this is getting a little fuzzy, guys. The sun's really messing up. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, my voice is muffled. Yeah, I will try to put this a little closer to me, just to help play. Yeah, I don't have the quietest car. I'm glad you could join us, miss. Welcome. So yeah, back to Showbiz Pizza was you know definitely a thing, and me and my mom would go there pretty regularly through the week, and of course had the birthday parties there. So, but do not know if the location is the original building or not, and I can very Can't really find any pictures online at this place. But I'm going to show it anyway. So that's the second video. This video is just going to be Harlem Irving Plaza. The next video we do here. Toys R Us. Might do a little food vlog, food court thing. Even though I know I did the food court. I was just down at Harlem Irving Plaza not too long ago. I did not plan to come back down here so soon. I haven't been there in years, and now I'm going twice in a couple months. It's just kind of funny, but yeah, I'm excited. You know, I think this is going to be. It's not as big as the Toys R Us you guys remember, but it's definitely a lot nicer than and bigger than the one that they have at all the Macy's. So take that as you will. Hello. Welcome, miss. So we're in Lake Zurich now. We've been going through Lake Zurich for a while, so yeah, we're kind of having a little revisit of my old hood before we go to the real old hood in Des Plaines. And yeah, I kind of knew once I discussed Des Plaines a little bit in that Chicago video that I was going to have to do this Des Plaines thing eventually. You know, this little mobile home was a big thing. My parents' first place, and you know, they grew up in apartments, you know, their entire lives, and you know, this is kind of like the first house for them. So kind of a big deal, and it still stands. Like I said, I'm going to show you the general area. I don't know if I'm going to show you the exact place and give out the address and everything. It's kind of weird. I didn't show the exact Hoffman Estates home, although very close. You could actually see it for a brief bit of time in that Hoffman Estates Park video that I did not too long ago. I'm not going to tell you which one, but you did briefly see it if you watched that video when I was going through the side streets before I stopped at Evergreen Park. But yeah, it'll be fun to show you. I think there might be a little parking there. I don't know. Obviously, I don't get in there too often, but it, you know, it honestly hasn't changed much at all since I live there. I mean, it's obviously, you know, I would consider it the highest quality of mobile home parks. There's definitely, you know, it's definitely kind of considered to be low end, I guess, but you know, it's my history, and you know, happy to show it to you guys. Go back here. Yeah, it is sunny out, but boy, that is kind of messing up. Again, these live streams are still kind of testing out for me. Do you want to know? I don't. So we're kind of in Deer Park area now, in Killdeer. This is Quinton Road. Again, very similar area. We're kind of went down this way when we were doing the Palatine Lake Zurich Wakanda video. Yeah, this is kind of the route I would take to go to my train station in Arlington Park, so I traveled just quite a bit. What else is out here? Oh, Deer Park, big shopping center, outdoor shopping center. I don't know, there's really not, there hasn't been a lot for me to really vlog here. I don't know. It's not. I don't even think they have a food court. It's just, you know, a bunch of fancy shops. But I've done a lot of my Christmas shopping here when I lived in Lake Zurich. I don't know what else they have. They have the Apple Store here. Biaggi's, an Italian restaurant, is right out here. I went on my second date with my wife at Biaggi's. We did a lot of dates out in this area before we even lived up here. But my second date was at the Biaggi's. I've definitely added some new stuff out here. There's a First Watch restaurant, which used to be a TGI Fridays. I think TGI Fridays is kind of restaurant history at this point. Mod Pizza's out here. And my first Mod Pizza experience. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this whole shopping center here is fairly new. Over on our left, we just passed. Now we're getting close to Lake Cook Road. We're gonna enter into Cook County, but depending on how we hit this stoplight, I either are gonna make a left here or I'm gonna continue on.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Lake Cook Road.
Yeah, it's gonna have me go left here, but kind of set the stoplight for a little bit, but
at the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Lake Cook Road.
It's still green. We're going. Alright, so we're going to skip that. We're going to go to Dundee Road and
continue for 3/4 of a mile.
Head 53 from there.
Continue on US 12 East for 2 miles.
You got to make the GPS angry at least once, right? Now we're in Palatine. Hopefully the voice is not too bad. Yeah, I don't know why this is kind of where I've had the phone in my other vlog, so I have no idea what's causing it. I mean, I have the AC on just a little bit because I don't want the phone to get too hot because of this audio. But okay, awesome. Thank you, miss. I did move a little closer. My voice is still kind of groggy from the morning too, so hopefully my throat's gonna get a little clearer. I kind of, my sleep gets a little weird. It's a third shifter thing. This is my first night off of work, so that first regular night I get to like this really super deep sleep. It's really weird. It's just like this, I force my body to sleep during the day, and then for the first night of the week that I let my body sleep at night, I feel like I go into like a coma. It's really weird. I'm sure it's a common third shift thing, but yeah, I just go in this hibernation mode. Like the computers go into hibernation when usually I'm on a normal work schedule, like that Sunday night into Monday morning, I just really just pass out. I did get one video edited last night. It was kind of a rough evening, but I was a little busy, but I did get one video, finished with another video editing. I still need to get a lot more work done with that, but I got one more done, so that was kind of working out a little bit on pieces here. We were at my Antioch visit at the park and the downtown area. Ended up having to make that a 2-part video. I just ended up filming so much, and then that little I know I mentioned it to you, miss, way back then when I filmed that. Actually, it was right about the time you had joined up on the channel. I was mentioning to you about Antioch and this random little park that well, there was the new park that I meant to film, and then I found this little park with a little boardwalk and swamp thing that I never knew existed. So after filming all that, I have to split that into 2 parts now, Antioch. So working on that right now, and that was in August. We're still releasing videos for July, but we're getting caught up. I think I was probably scheduled to release the video today, but
in a quarter mile, use the right lane to take the State Route 53 South ramp to West Suburbs.
We're going to West Suburbs, yes we are. Yeah, I was kind of released to that, but I wanted to get out. I want to get out a little earlier even than we did today, but it's whatever. Again, I did not wake up as well as I hope. So that video is going to come out tomorrow morning, and I think that is a continuation of the last video. So we also had to make kind of a two-parter. So that should be out in the morning, Tuesday morning. And I'll have one more video out this week as well, probably Friday maybe. Yeah, Friday, that would be the goal, is to release another video on Friday. So, and then hopefully, if I get enough edited over the next couple weeks or so, I might be doing some every other day releases just to get caught up a bit, because there's going to be a little bit of a little break in my video releases, but that will make sense once I kind of go a little bit more.
Use the right lane to take the State Route 53 South ramp.
Yeah, that last week or so of the last week of November, first week of December, my video
in a quarter mile, merge onto Illinois 53 South.
Yeah. My video release might be a little delayed, but that will make sense. I'm going to get more details on that, what's going on around that time. So there will be some shorts and maybe some live streams. But this won't be any video releases because I will be on vacation and not near my computer. So I am going to be bringing a laptop with me, but not the old one that I use for my video editing. Yeah, following up on that too, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I know best about the laptop I'm looking at, but and I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because right now it's showing back at full price, which kind of sucks. I'm okay though with it. I'm not really, I have a lot of bills and things I'm working through right now as it is. I still have a little bit left to pay off on my daughter's laptop, and I'm still considering it. We'll see. If the laptop gets to the sale price I was hoping for during Black Friday, I will consider it. But right now I'm just like, okay, it's whatever. I'm going to continue editing on my old Windows 7 laptop, but I am bringing a laptop with me on vacation, but just not the one where I have my videos to upload. I'm not going to be dragging things. That thing is a 2012 laptop that is very, very heavy, so I will have a laptop with me in case I need it for something, but not that one. So, but yeah, it went back up to like $16.99, a regular retail price, but that could be a sign that it might go on a really good Black Friday detail. So, Black Friday Black Friday sale. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. So. Yeah, we're on 53 right now. This is reminiscent of one of my oldest videos, where I do a little driving thing similar to this. Very, very similar, actually using the same little mount thing. Where I filmed 53 going south. And, I don't know, I can't remember now how far I went on this thing, but yeah, I filmed 53 south just on this area here. So. I think I did a time-lapse thing for that one too. Very, very interesting to look back at my videos around that time period. What my filming videos, editing and filming style, and how much I talk, it has changed over the years. Got a lot of traffic out here too, in case you haven't noticed. People cutting over and all the fun stuff. This guy's going a little slow as well. I just love it. Kind of would like to get around him. Although I do need to get to the right lane node for not too long. We're taking, okay, now the dude speeds up. Gotta love, yeah, okay, now you're gonna go. Cool dude, thank you. Northwest Highway, so now we got our little areas of our videos around Arlington Park and all that good stuff. Gonna pass our Union Pacific Northwest Line train. This is the possible future home of our amazing Chicago Bears, who are just so completely awesome and excellent. So they totally deserve a new stadium, and now we're going slow again. Ugh.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take the exit toward Rockford.
I got so much traffic on the left here now. I'm not getting off to the other lane picking point soon here. Might as well just stay here. Kind of back in the Rolling Meadows area. So we're kind of going back to that Arlington Park video where we discussed our brief history in Rolling Meadows. I do want to do another, at least one more video in Rolling Meadows, kind of showing some of the parks out there. There's a really nice trail that goes through the parks. I used to ride my bike through there. Not when I lived in Rolling Meadows because we had the apartment, but when I lived in Hoffman Estates, I used to ride my bike around Bussy Woods and into Rolling Meadows and stuff like that. I had a lot more free time, but that's another story. It was a lot easier for you to just kind of cruise around the bike. I haven't done that so much these days, but life was a lot different then. A lot of different work schedule, and I actually had weekends free and all sorts of stuff, but I don't have as much now, so I think we can get to the right lane here. Oh, of course, he's going to go.
In half a mile, use the right lane to take the exit toward Rockford.
I'm getting around this dude, and we're going to get to the right lane. We got to get to the local lanes here because we're going on I-90 East. There's a couple ways I could have taken
Use the right lane
here
to take the exit toward Rockford.
But traffic shouldn't be too bad on 90, so whatever, we're going to do this. It's only one toll.
Continue for 1 mile.
Only one toll over by River Road. Shouldn't be a lot of traffic. Might get a little bit of traffic on Harlem Avenue. It is what it is. Not much we can do. The border over there is kind of weird, but we may briefly be going into Chicago when we're on Harlem Avenue, either on the border where Chicago's on one side and whatever suburb, Norridge or Harwood Heights or whatever's on the other. I don't know. It's kind of weird there. We may briefly be driving into Chicago. This is definitely not a Chicago video, but possibly, I don't know. The border's
In a quarter
weird.
mile, keep right at the fork.
Really
Follow signs for I-90 East.
Lovely. You gotta love the traffic out here. It's not even rush hour. I hate driving this thing in rush hour. But sometimes there's really no
Keep right
better,
at the fork.
Sometimes there's no real better option of getting out from the northwest burbs down south. So just like.
In a quarter mile, use the left lane to take the I-90 ramp.
Okay. This is also about an hour trip. We started our video in Lakemore because I was having some technical difficulties with the live stream. I don't know what was going on with that, but looks like we're okay now. Now we're going on I-90 east towards Chicago. We are gonna pass the site of the former Des Plaines Oasis.
Use the left lane to take the I-90 ramp.
Oh, this guy, she's very talking today. GPS lady is very talking. We're gonna pass the site of the former Des.
Continue on I-90 for 10 miles.
All right, maybe should be quiet now. All right, we're gonna pass the site of the former Des Plaines Oasis. I did my video there after they had torn it down, but they still had the little gas stations up. Those are all gone now. Everything's gone, but I did my video there very early in the days of my channel. That video, one of my popular ones for sure. Probably up in top 10 or something like that. That did very, very well. Not too surprised. we're passing Gulf Road, and we have the Arlington Heights Road exit up ahead. The general Arlington Heights area. To the left, might not be able to see it, is the Meijer grocery store of Rolling Meadows. That was my first Meijer's experience, I think. That was kind of our main store to shop at. We lived in our apartment in Rolling Meadows. We went to that Meijer quite a bit. Very nice store. Yeah, definitely a better traffic flow here. I don't know, people were just a little crazy on 53 this morning. I don't know what their deal was, but yeah, this road has generally been pretty smooth once they finished up this project. And 294 is a mess. It'll eventually look like this at some point, so I guess it'll be worth it once it's done. But 294 is a nightmare to drive down right now. I did document that once as well when I'm trying to think. I did one or twice. Yeah, once I think I did a construction, but I did another 294 video that's going to come out very, very soon. It's part of this whole right now I'm doing, I was trying to think of what video I did last. Yeah, so I did the Elmhurst Sky Project video, and then the next video is coming out is a park, and then my college in Elmhurst. And then we check out a mall that was requested to me by someone in the area. Requested I visit a mall, so I did. That's another video. It's in the area. And after that, we revisit the Hinsdale and O'Hare Oasis. I want to get all these videos out before my vacation. So that's why I'm kind of pushing through these. And so that's we check out the two oases, what's going on in Hinsdale and O'Hare, and you can see a lot of the construction going on 294. So I briefly kind of showed the start of that construction project when we did our previous O'Hare and Hinsdale Oasis video a couple of years ago or whatever now, but it's still going on. And probably got another couple of years yet to go on that. Alright, we're passing Bussy Road. Kind of in the general Des Plaines area now, so we can get Des Plaines. And Elmhurst Road is up ahead, which means our former Des Plaines Oasis is right up this way as well. There's really no landmarks or anything. Obviously, they got rid of the Oasis for this road widening thing here, and as well as the I-490 project, where the Elgin O'Hare Route 390 thing will connect to I-90. It's going to fork to I-90 and fork to 294, and somewhere in here it is supposed to, the ramps will merge into here, and to make room for all that, they had to get rid of the Oasis. You're going to see the ramps on the right here shortly. Right here, yep. So right here is the ramp. This is going to, at some point, would be the ramp that we would take to get from I-90 East over to I-490, Route 490, whatever the heck we're going to call it. I don't know. I thought there would have been a lot more progress since then. You can see that sign they're covering up. That's going to say something about 490. I don't know what the timetable is on this thing. Like, I don't know what's going on. I know there's been obviously a lot of supply chain issues, inflation, and all, blah blah blah. But you can see a ramp here. This is the ramps right here on the right, and this bridge, and right around in this area here. Again, it's really hard to tell now at this point, but somewhere right here where all these ramps are is where the Des Plaines Oasis used to be. There's you really can't. I mean, you can match it up on Google Street View, and if you want to go through that, but just driving by, it's really difficult to tell. But somewhere right in this area is where the Des Plaines Oasis used to be. These are going to be the ramps that is going to eventually at some point be 490. They did really good progress on Elgin O'Hare 390 from basically 290 to 83. But then beyond that, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I thought I thought this would be all done and open by now. And it's not. So, I don't know. Really, really weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but at some point I will do a follow-up video on that when that is done, because I've done 2 videos documenting the Elgin O'Hare thing. My first video, and then I did on the 5-year anniversary of that road opening and 5-year anniversary of my channel, basically. I did a follow-up video to that, so those are out on the channel. I think you can find those in the Toll Road and Oasis playlist. But yeah, we'll revisit. The Allstate Arena's on the left here. A little more that way. Rosemont Horizon, formerly known as. That's on the left. I was just over there not too long ago seeing the Meghan Trainor concert with the kids and the wife. That was fun. Obviously not going to try and film that. That's not really friendly for the algorithm on YouTube, but that was a fun concert. A long night, a long concert, and several opening acts, and yeah, we got out of there a little bit later than I had preferred, but it was still fun. Yeah, thanks for there. Alright, so now I gotta figure out where the heck I gotta be lane-wise. We're passing Manheim Road, so you should be very familiar with this area. The Airport O'Hare is on the right side. And now we're getting to the crazy Rosemont area. I think we're just gonna be taking this to Harlem Avenue. I'm not really sure what the GPS wants me to do. We're gonna, like I said, I usually go this beyond this point here on 294. I usually don't go any farther on 90. Very rare to ever drive the Kennedy. One of the last times I drove the Kennedy, actually, I think was a video I did in 2020 when I headed from the Wisconsin state border, not far from my work.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-90 East.
Okay, yeah, I-90 East. All right, cool. So I think if we stay in this lane, we're fine. And I traveled from Wisconsin to do my Michigan casino thing around 2020, and it was kind of just the perfect opportunity because there was still not a lot of people driving.
Keep left to stay on I-90 East.
You know, they were not driving or working or going into work. So I was like, this is the one opportunity, good opportunity for me to drive.
Continue on I-90 East for 3 miles.
This was the one opportunity for me to drive through Chicago, going to Michigan, and yeah, so I did the whole I-90 94 thing, and I drove the Kennedy down there. So I mean, it was midday too. It wasn't rush hour, but yeah, it was traffic was basically like this the entire way. And I had a little bit of a backup as we got right into downtown, but not much. Yeah, haven't done that since, but. We are officially on the Kennedy, folks. I don't know if this is Chicago or not here. I think it's still rolling. I really don't know.
In 2 miles, take exit 81A toward Illinois 43, Harlem Avenue.
Okay, yeah. So it's having me go to Harlem Avenue here. I also have some childhood history at this Marriott that's coming up to the left here. You know, my family couldn't afford to go and do these really fancy vacations all the time. We did West Virginia, we did Wisconsin Dells, but they still wanted to do fun things with me. And when I was young, we used to go to that Marriott a lot. I have a lot of history with that place. It has a very unique indoor-outdoor combo pool. But yeah, I used to run around that place, exploring it. My parents gave me a lot of freedom there. I'm really surprised. They let me just run around all over that place, go to the arcade whenever I want, go to the pool. They had a little outdoor pool that they have since cut down a lot of that place. There used to be like a separate outdoor pool and then a whole bunch of rooms over in that section. Like kind of I guess it would be the western section of it. But they actually got rid of all that. So I haven't been back in years, and it's kind of weird because now, because people like to park places and go to the airport or whatever, now you got to get like paid parking in there, unfortunately. So getting in there just to explore and document it is going to be a little tricky unless I like do Uber or something. I'm kind of seeing what my options
In
are
a half
here.
mile, take exit 81A toward Illinois 43, Harlem Avenue.
But I'm not going to pay some crazy parking pass just to film it. You know, it's like my wife doesn't really have interest in staying there. You know, ever just you know, random hotels just to stay there. She's
take exit 81A.
You know, if we're on vacation, cool. We're going to a hotel, and we're going to be going to some hotels in a very short time anyway, too. Spoilers, but yeah, just to randomly go there.
In 800 feet, merge onto West Higgins Avenue.
It's also kind of expensive too, so. But yeah, I would like to show you guys that sometime. I just not really figure out how to work that yet. It's a little tricky with the parking. So, all right, Harlem, Irving, yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to talk this morning. It's been kind of a rough morning for me. Harlem Avenue coming up, and then yeah, we'll just take this a little bit down. Oh, we are in Chicago, folks. Yeah, this whole thing is also weird too.
In 800 feet, turn right onto North Harlem Avenue.
There's like two lanes, like the local lanes merging from the regular street and coming in here. Okay. We are in Chicago though. I recognize those green signs.
At the light, turn right onto North Harlem Avenue.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is like Higgins sort of mixing into from the Kennedy. Okay, yes. Oh, gas is only $3.49 out here. I would have thought it'd been a lot more expensive. All right, I think this is our first stream in
Continue
Chicago.
on North Harlem Avenue for 1.5 miles.
Okay, 1.5 miles. So yeah, so we should be there pretty soon. We're about 52 minutes. That's about right because yeah, like I said, I was having some technical difficulties, so I didn't even start the stream until late more. So yeah, right about an hour, just as we expected. So not too bad. So yeah, the big Toys R Us is about an hour from my house. If they had done it in Woodfield, it would have been a little closer, but you know, it's okay. I have seen several people film this Toys R Us, so I'm assuming it will be pretty easy to film. It shouldn't be an issue. I don't know how much I'm going to film of Harlem Plaza because literally we just did it, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. Time will tell. See how it goes. I might get a little food out here, and depending on how hungry I am, but we'll see. Yeah, I did a food vlog here too when I was out here filming it, but yeah, I don't know exactly where they have this too. I mean, it doesn't look like it's an Anchor store. They didn't put in an Anchor. It's just someone mentioned in a comment over on Mallaholics visit there what it used to be. It used to be like a Marvin's toy store or something, they said, and then something else, like a Forever 21 or something. I don't know, something like that. But it's not tiny like some mall. It's medium. It's a medium one. You know, it's not, you know, those like little tiny, little mall stores that you get. It's a decent one. It's probably a few of those put together, whatever. You know, it's your average size, I think, for like what you might see like a shoe store, a clothing store, something like that. I think it's roughly be that sort of square footage. I don't know exactly why they chose Harlem Irving Plaza. I haven't seen that yet. I'm still kind of looking at it. This is all kind of just happened, you know, over the past, you know, they just had the grand opening on this thing like the end of October, so I'm still kind of learning what's going on here, and I literally just learned about it in October too, that this was even opening up here. I was pretty surprised. And still a little surprised that they chose this location. I mean, I'm okay with it. You know, it's better than me trying to get down to like State Street or something and visit it there. So I am very grateful I don't have to like do all that. But I'm a little surprised they chose this over Woodfield, to be quite honest with you, because Woodfield is like the Mecca of central suburban mall in Chicagoland area. But this one obviously got to do a little bit of sort of kind of city driving, but still Harlem Irving Plaza is a very, very thriving mall. So they certainly weren't going to put a Toys R Us in like in a Spring Hill or Stratford or something at that point. But so they're going to get a lot of foot traffic here. But I mean, Gurney Mills might have made sense, but Gurney Mills is kind of a weird mall. If you've seen my video there, I think I released my Gurney Mills video, haven't I? I forget these days, but yeah, its layout is a little weird, so I can kind of see why maybe they didn't want to put it in Gurney Mills, but who knows? Maybe they'll open up a second location, second Toys R Us, and that could be in Woodfield or something too. I don't know. Yeah, this is the third Toys R Us now. I mean, the Mall of America, and I'm pretty sure the one in New Jersey, whatever mall they call that out there, I think Meadowbrook or something. I don't know. That one I think is still open, and then now we got one here in Harlem Irving Plaza. So cool. I'm assuming that this is not as big as the one in Mall of America. I'm only guessing, but I don't know for sure. I just know this thing exists.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
And we're just about there, folks. Yeah, Norridge. We're definitely in Norridge. There's a Harlem Irving Plaza sign right there. We are here in our little entrance to parking garage where we parked last time, because this is what I kind of know. So we're just going to do this. And I don't know exactly where in the mall that this actually is. We're going to try and figure all that out here.
At the light, turn right. Then your destination will be on the right.
All right, we made it. Anyone's starting here. All right, cool. I think we're good. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. This is about an hour, roughly what I expected. Ooh, shit. Busy. It is busy here, as you can see. All the cars. Oh, geez, my eyes need to adjust now for the. Getting out of that sun, man. That sun was bright. I'm glad to see it. And I never will complain, but I think this is roughly where we parked last time. Let's see. Let me go to the next lane here. Might be a little easier to get out that way. Yeah, they have the whole above ground parking too that this connects to, but I'm pretty sure this is where I used to park when my family would come here. We'd go in this like underground park here. Yeah, this is good enough. My grandma was much more into this mall than my mom was. My mom definitely had preferred to go to like either Brickyard. We weren't in Northlake super long before Brickyard would close, but we would do Charlestown Mall, we would do Stratford. She preferred to do that over Harlem Irving Plaza, but my grandma was really into this store for whatever reason. But she also lived in Elmwood Park for many years and in Franklin Park, so this was really local for her. Pretty cool. I'm excited. I mean, I'm probably not going to buy anything. I don't know what I'm going to buy. At the Toys R Us, my kids aren't into the toys so much anymore. I already have that Jeffrey that I bought. Where did I buy Jeffrey at? I think the Toys R Us at Woodfield. I'm thinking. Yeah, because that was my second visit, was the one at Woodfield. The Toys R Us, Macy's in Chicago was my viral hit of sorts, became my most popular video very, very quickly. I still don't know what, I mean, that still gets like huge views. And I think I could have done that video a lot better. That was really, it's amazing what hits, on these things, because yeah, that was really just a random thing. Like, I'm like, oh, cool, there's a new Toys R Us is now in Macy's. That's kind of cool. While I did not go into Chicago to go to that Macy's Toys R Us. That was just kind of some various random summer things or Indian summer things or whatever that I want to do. And I'm like, well, we're down here. Let's check it out. And I almost made that just part of a bunch of other Chicago stuff. I wasn't really thinking that was going to be anything exciting or whatever. And it managed to have been my most popular video now, and it continues to do good views. I think we're at like 22K on that thing. It's just insane. And then Woodfield, we got the Jeffrey. So I don't know what I'm gonna buy. It would be kind of cool if there was some kind of little memento magnet sort of little thing that signifies it being the Chicago flagship store. I don't know if there is anything. They have a lot of stuffies over there, which is kind of cool. I know that's a thing people have shown on the vlogs, the stuffies. So we'll see. But yeah, we're going to go ahead inside now. Check this out. There's a lot of cars here. It's going to be pretty busy. I'm guessing it's going to be a little busy in there as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This will probably be my only live stream for today. I think after we do the displaying stuff, we're just going to go home, but we're probably going to end up kind of doing Route 14 again, possibly 53, and both of those I have streamed at this point now. So I think this is going to be our only stream for today. Stay tuned though. I'm going to try. I'm thinking about doing a short, either connected to this Toys R Us and or the Show Is Pizza, the location of the Show Is Pizza that doesn't really resemble a Show Is Pizza anymore. So it could be 2 shorts coming out today. Stay tuned for that. Maybe some community posts with pictures of either of these as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I guess we got to go to Toys R Us, or I don't want to grow up. I want to be a kid. I blame Toys R Us for my childhood behavior, because Toys R Us said I didn't have to grow up. So here we are, right? All right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Miss, for joining. I didn't see any comments besides Miss. I think we briefly had 2 people in there, so whoever else was in, thank you for joining me. 2 viewers is pretty average for our live thing. We'll definitely have some views that come later, just kind of the way it works. But I will post this video up live in the live tab or whatever shortly. It should show up there. So, all right, thank you guys for watching. Let's go to Toys R Us, huh? All right. There we go.